Alright, let's do this. Hope everybody's been having a really nice couple days and ready for a really wonderful weekend. We are progressing very, very nicely. With the queues, and somebody reminded me just the other day that that's you're not even doing your main thing. And I might do some where it's on the front of some t-shirts or something like that, but it really is for the back. I think it's wonderful. The 300, I think it's 388. At last count. I've already redid 140. So we literally are at the end of the half of them being redone. Either replaced or I updated. There's a good portion of that are carryovers. Nobody's beating down my door. Requesting a queue get redone or anything like that. Nobody is I don't even know if my merch page is even getting any attention. Which is fine. It's really for me. I mean, like I'm gonna sound really selfish. Yeah. I make the products I want to own. Doing some crazy designs real soon, and it literally is going to be the clothing that I want to be wearing. I have not been in a good space. I'm going to officially put it here. I think that I've already said it. I said it when I started this. And it is the exact reason that I left Facebook. Well, it was my excuse to leave Facebook. I've been wanting to leave Facebook. I was on Facebook since the mid-90s. When you had to have a college account in order to be on Facebook. And MySpace dominated everything. I didn't quit MySpace. MySpace quit on me. And maybe I was thinking that was what's going to happen with Facebook. But I doom and gloomed on Facebook years before I started streaming. In fact, pretty much anything I posted was about the fall. I was in a really bad space myself, and when I put forth the proposition. I think I did say this before, but let's say it again. I said, and I'm going to paraphrase myself because I can't remember the exact quote, but I said, is there anybody else coming to the realization that this planet is going to become uninhabitable in my lifetime or their lifetime? And the feedback that I got from my 800 followers was overwhelmingly, I'm a doomsayer. Overwhelmingly that I'm a doomsayer. I've also said that when Trump was running against Hillary Clinton, that I said that, well, he's untested, he's probably going to quit because it's an actual job that he's going to have to actually do, and I don't think that he has the right people, Republicans, to actually do the job that he set out to do. His campaign promises and all his lies and all his freaking craziness and all his things that disqualified him to be president. No, none of that mattered at the time. And all of his pending court cases and all of his grifting and all of his white collar crimes and all the things that he's ever done, people actually believed he's that person on the TV show, a successful business person running The Apprentice, which is a British freaking show that he stole. Right down to how it works, how the contest does it, and what happens after the person becomes the quote-unquote apprentice. I was just like going, well, he's not really a politician. Hillary Clinton should have run for president instead of Bill. She would have been a better candidate. And because she's a woman, nobody would accept her, and that's the reason why she didn't run before. And America proved that right. Even though she won the popular vote. January 6th happened. Just so you know, he was an awful president. He was disgusting, disgraceful. The entire world did not like him. He cuddled up to freaking dictators. His foreign policy sucks. What he did for the country was bad. He basically rode the coattails of fucking Obama. And any good that happened, he lauded that. The propaganda machine that the Republicans have is so overwhelmingly insane and stupid, and it is what a cult does. And 72 million Americans are members of this cult. And what makes it even more disgraceful is that, and where I feel like I'm kind of now a hypocrite, is because when he ran against Hillary Clinton, I didn't vote for Hillary Clinton. I didn't like her. I still don't like her. And if I knew this was going to be the thing, I would have voted for her. If I could have predicted the future, I would have voted for her. This man is going to get away with actual murder. Media doesn't seem to fucking care, and this goes to the quote-unquote liberal media, which I don't see how they're liberal media. They basically gave him billions of dollars in free ads, and talking points, and his insanity just grew. Even John Oliver realized that he did that as well. And I'm at the point where I would have voted for Biden again. Just to not vote for him. Just to basically keep some semblance of what this democracy is. And I fucking hate that everybody still calls it the Great Experiment. Guess what? The experiment's over. This isn't an experiment anymore. This is the country. This is, a democratic republic is what we are supposed to be. And we're not. We've been an oligarchy for a long time. And that oligarchy is the reason why Donald J. Trump is fucking president again. But where is the calls? Where is the freaking things of freaking voter fraud? Where is the cheating? Where is the fucking, all the fucking shit that he freaking proposed? They were ready. There was only one way Kamala could have won this election. And that was with such an overwhelming victory that they couldn't say shit. That the country would have had to turn blue in its entirety. They would have had to reject tyranny. And my nightmare came true. Because if she won by a slim margin, it would have been 4 more years of what we just saw under Biden administration. Not accepting results of a fair and equal election. Not doing, it's just craziness to me. But they were able to disenfranchise enough people. They were able to convince enough people that this is not the way, and they were also able to convince enough people to vote for him. Even though it was 2 million people less than before. And if you guys haven't, if you haven't read 2025, I suggest you read it. It maps out exactly what is to come. They already own the courts, and now they own the Senate. Now they own Congress, the House, and they also own the presidency. Every dictator that has ever come to pass has done this. And it's shameful. And we won't recover from this. This is unrecoverable. They might as well start drafting up a new constitution because they're going to rip it up and basically shit on it and wipe their asses with it. Because that's where we're at right now. People are talking about Handmaid's Tale, and I'm like going, oh, Handmaid's Tale is the best case scenario. They already are controlling women's bodies. They already are, women are already bleeding out, dying from not getting regular health care. Planned Parenthood is not abortions. Planned Parenthood is women's health care because our regular hospitals and everything like that are not fucking equipped to handle women's health care. That's insane to me. I grew up believing that the ERA had passed. And it never did. If you're not a white male in this country, you can have your rights taken away. And if you are a white male, you better have fucking money, because you can have your rights taken away. It's no longer for the people. And say we're talking about doing a freaking anti-Trump march on Washington, and I'm like going, who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares? You should have fucking voted overwhelmingly to not have this asshole as president again. Overwhelmingly. Like, to the point where everybody they tried to disenfranchise, they couldn't, because it was such a freaking a wave that this. And they should have given the House to the Democrats, and they should have kept the Senate or even strengthened the Senate. And they did. This is my country. Come next year, it's going to just be how much damage can they cause? Because they're going to be attacking the sanctuary states. They're going to be attacking the states that secured abortion rights and trying to take them down. We have a prison population that's out of fucking control, and for no fucking reason. We shouldn't be incarcerating our citizens. And that's a Republican thing. It always has been. Actually, no, I'm wrong. It hasn't always has been. It's been a Democrat thing until they basically decided that civil rights was worth fighting for, and then they lost the racist assholes who became Republicans. They're not fiscal conservatives, they're fucking assholes. And that racism, and that freaking, I don't know what you would call, but it's anti-Semitism when it's against Jewish people, but it's also even worse than that. It's pro-Christian. And even the Christians don't like each other either. Because the Presbyterians lost their fucking minds when a Catholic became president. And I'm talking about John Fitzgerald Kennedy. And to the asshole who basically said that we shouldn't be political, that we shouldn't give our opinion, guess what? The fucking Trump propaganda machine is freaking just beating down everybody. Beating us all down. I'm fucking tired of this shit. With fucking lies. Absolute lies. And if they tell you the fucking earth is flat, people fucking believe it. No matter what the science says, no matter what people are telling them, friggin' people believe that shit. They eat it up. And I don't know why. I don't know why the fucking hate. I don't know why you would believe something that just absolutely isn't true. If you spent half the fucking time if they spent half the fucking time freaking interrogating Donald J. Trump like they went after Kamala on like issues like Gaza, they'd realize he's not their fucking guy. That it's better to have an open dialogue than to have it completely shut off. Should have voted for Kamala. My brother said that there was going to be a blue wave, and he said that he saw in a dream that Donald Trump lost, and that it was all going to be over, and it was all going to be good. And you know what? He's had dreams like this before. He predicted Biden's win, and I wanted to be extremely hopeful that that would have happened, but it fucking didn't. And I'm paralyzed by this. And I'm not 20-something years old. And I'm not, just becoming voter age. Or have my whole life ahead of me. And I'm scared for my future. I'm terrified for your future. Because I can weather this. I'm a white fucking male. I can fucking weather this. And if I die before it ends, thank God. Tired of fighting. Beating me down too much. Freaking don't have the tears to cry anymore. It's just awful. I've had worst case scenario dreams, and this has got to be the worst case scenario. I even said that the time travelers who set everything in motion, who correct timelines, if this is the best timeline, oh my fucking God. I can't imagine how worse it would have been under somebody else. Can't even imagine. They didn't learn. They didn't learn with the first freaking presidency how bad it was. In fact, there are people blaming heart attacks and stuff like that, and saying that they turned it into COVID. And I want to say, like, it's the exact opposite. The exact opposite. I don't know what to do. I posted on both Twitter and Blue Sky how Europeans have dealt with and prevented authoritarian regimes in the past, and what to do and what to expect and how to fight. And I hope that it inspires and brings forward a group of people and I will support it. But I'm telling you right now, I don't have the fight in me. I don't even know if I can continue. Um, I just got to accept what comes, and do another day. And if somebody's asking for my help, I will give it. Even to the point of my detriment, I will give it. I will help. I will funnel people, and if I need to be a stop on the train, I will do that. If I need to lie, cheat, and steal to keep people safe, I will do that. And if one person tells me it's not that bad, it is. It is that bad. And the saddest thing about it is when I think it can't get any worse, it usually gets worse. I'd rather talk about stupid things like freaking Star Wars or Star Trek or movies. I'd rather talk about things that I love and I'm passionate about, and not this. Never this. I don't know how to do an anti propaganda machine. I don't know how to start that up. But if somebody wants to do that, I'm supported. The deprogramming of the MAGA freaking mess. When these people lose their benefits and lose their lives. But it didn't work with COVID. I just remember a person who was anti-vax with his mom, who was also anti-vax, dying of COVID in the hospital, and them holding her picture outside the hospital because they couldn't go in. And I believe their mom died. And still the person refused to get vaccinated. And that's what it has caused. That they would choose death over what's something they might not die from because they felt it wasn't tested well enough. They'd rather just die. And COVID's not the worst that could happen. The worst is actually coming. We don't keep clean air, we don't keep clean water, we don't keep clean land. We don't grow foods without plastics in them. Health problems are up because we're eating basically just garbage. And I know that I have microplastics in me, and you probably have microplastics in you. And once the FDA is gone, what regulations are going to stop it from just becoming part of our lives, where we're basically eating plastic? When asking for clean water means that you have to pay for it instead of it just being given or readily available. There was a stupid movie. It was called The Lorax, and they kind of made like lighthearted thing of canned air and people having like bottles of canned air, bottled air and stuff like that, and they were pumping it through their houses and opening up a can and breathing it in. Um, yeah, I didn't think it, I thought it was kind of a joke, but that reality is scarier than you might think. I don't I don't know if humanity will end in my lifetime. I think that I will end. I think I will definitely expire before humanity ends, and I don't know how long that would be. But once this planet becomes uninhabitable through weather patterns, the climate change that's going on, that's very apparent, um, and the flooding starts and all that stuff. Once it all starts happening, it's like, where do we go? Um, it's all coming to kind of an abrupt end, and maybe him being president is just a fucking sign of the times. Maybe trying to protect it and hold off the inevitable is basically saying like you shouldn't do that. You should just allow it to happen. Allow billions of people to die so the earth can have a chance to heal. And one of those stupid things in fucking the Avengers movies, when they talked about half the population being, snuffed out, how much better the earth recovered from that. Um, I always think it's funny because when you snuff out the sentient beings, I guess that's what they were snuffing out, because if you snuff out half of all life, that would be half the resources, the living resources that we would need as well, like animals and stuff like that. I don't think it would have worked out the way that Thanos thought. Um, but we're going to probably do that experiment, and maybe extinction rates will turn around. Maybe we'd see new life. Maybe we can figure out what to do with all the plastic that we create after we create it, instead of just stop making it. I remember when I was a kid, they blamed the garbage on the people because they're the ones buying the products that produce the garbage. And they didn't blame the manufacturers who were making the garbage. It's insane when you think about it. All right. Um, cool beans in the comments below. Um, or anything. If you guys want to talk about this, if you guys think I'm full of shit, put that in the comments below too. Um, Yeah, this is kind of a doomsaying, and I know I've done a bunch of these, and I'm probably going to be doing a bunch more. But I want you to be happy. I and I want you to yeah. I wish you I hope you don't feel the way I do. I hope you don't have this like just literally impending dread permeating your life, almost paralyzing you. I hope not. Hope you can enjoy the day for what it is. It's another day that we can do better, and let's do better. All right? So take care. All right, bye.